time.
The Oprah Winfrey Show, today at 4.
You actually travel around.
Yes, I do.
And go to events. Why do you keep coming to these?
The stars are always great.
What cities have you been to?
Fun in the Suns, I've been to Washington, D.C. I went to Nashville, Miami, New York. The weather's been great for everyone.
What's the best thing about ABC?
The stars. It's meeting everyone. They're all wonderful people, and that's why I keep coming back, and that's why I keep watching.
Fun in the Sun is brought to you by the new Off Power Pad Lamp, proven to keep bugs off your patio.
What are you doing?
It's not exactly a 4-star hotel, but it'll work as a hideout.
I know that look. What are you up to?
Has anyone ever told you you have a suspicious mind?
Yeah, they have, and my suspicions are usually right, so fess up.
Well, there's a surprise for you.
What?
I told you it wouldn't be a surprise.
Come on, I hate when you do that. What?
Did you carry me up to bed?
Yeah, you fell asleep on the couch.
Why didn't you wake me up?
Well, I did wake you up, and you said you were glad that I was home, and then you went back to sleep.
Well, you know I stayed up to hear what happened with Sonny.
Yeah, he said he wanted me to leave Reese alone.
Okay, so are you gonna let it go?
No.
It just felt so strange, burning everything last night.
You did the right thing. Everyone's going to be smoke.
All's well that ends well, right? Oh, wait. Excuse me, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning. I have an idea.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
We could stay here for a while, have breakfast in bed.
I really wish I could. I'm sorry, I have a lot on my mind, trying to restructure the Cassadine finances, and I need to make a few calls before the stock market
Maybe I
opens.
could take your mind off of it.
No, I'm sorry, baby, not this time. Okay. It doesn't have anything to do with us. I promise. I love you. I need to do this.
No, I love you too, Nicholas, but if something's bothering you, then...
No.
Yeah, you have to tell me.
No. It's all gonna work out fine, okay?
Okay.
I'll be okay. I'll be back.
Wow.
I know, it's a bit extravagant, but, Cameron was playing with one at his friend's Nikki's house, and he absolutely loved it, so I thought, maybe we can, surprise him with
We
it.
can't afford it. I'm sorry. I'd love to see the look on Cameron's face when he opens the box, but we're over budget as it is.
I know. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Like, I just got carried away with thinking about all the extra money we were gonna get from Courtney and Jax when I get pregnant with their baby.
If you get pregnant.
Lucky, I know it won't happen right away, but there shouldn't be a problem.
You know what? I just don't want to spend the money before we have it.
And I agree.
Listen, as soon as we pay off the medical bills, there may not be a lot left over.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
It's not fair to you or Cameron. You know what? Maybe I can work an extra shift. Start putting a few
Lucky,
extra bucks aside.
come on, that's ridiculous. We're talking about a toy here.
You know, I'd love to buy Cameron whatever he wants.
You have already given us so much. All right, you've given us your love, your time, your commitment, and you know what? None of those things come with a price tag. And they're all that really matter. Maxine never came home last night. I lied awake all night and waited for her to sneak back in like she used to, but she didn't.
I know.
She's gone.
She probably took off with Jesse.
Or he kidnapped her.
I highly doubt that.
Okay, fine. So she wanted to go, but what if she made a horrible mistake by trusting him, and I made it worse by helping him hide out here?
But just keep in mind, she trusts him. That's all you need to know.
Dylan.
What?
She trusted Kyle, too. Even though he videotaped them having sex and broadcast it all over the internet. She doesn't exactly have a great track record. Dylan, this one could be the worst of all.
I know. I'm saying, just try to have an open mind. I don't know.
Dylan, Maxie could be out there right now with a cold-blooded killer. Where's Maxie?
Okay, I get why we ditched my car and hitched a ride in the opposite direction, but why are we here?
Surveillance.
What are we watching?
The cop who's on the take is gonna get the payoff. Right over there.
Wait, you're gonna bust the guy who framed you when he comes to pick up the money?
Who says it's a man?
Okay, do you have any idea when this is gonna happen?
Could be hours, or days, or weeks.
Oh, okay, wow. I'll just head to the nearest market and get us some food.
You can't stay.
Okay, what if you need my help?
I don't want you mixed up in this.
Hello, I already am.
Maxie, your family's gonna be wondering where you are.
Get your hands up or you're dead where you stand.
I just keep hoping the past is really behind me.
Carly thinks that Charlotte Roberts died in a head-on collision, all right? You yourself said the reconstructive surgery make you look like a stranger. She hasn't recognized you so far. I don't think she ever will.
Carly is suspicious. She's already accused me of having an agenda to ruin her life.
Well, if it looks like jealousy and sounds like jealousy, I think it is jealousy.
Yeah, well, when Carly gets an idea in her head, she's like a dog with a bone, Rick.
The evidence has been destroyed, okay? You are safe.
I have blamed her for causing the accident, and I fantasized about destroying her life. I have.
Have you done one thing or said one thing that deliberately hurt Carl?
No.
Okay.
I haven't. But I have to put this behind me, and I have to move on. I mean, I have so many reasons to look towards my future and not my past.
Then do it, all right? You are no longer Charlotte Roberts. She doesn't exist. You are Reese Marshall. You are my law partner, and you are here to take the depositions in the case of John Durant versus General Hospital and Bobby Spencer.
You're really great at pep talks.
I've had a lot of them with myself.
Did they work?
You have no idea how many things I've had to put in the past.
Well, we'll just leave that where it is, okay?
Stick with me, kid. We'll muddle through somehow.
Yeah. All right. Carly's been named director of General Hospital Charitable Endowment.
I had a feeling this was going to happen. Probably bought and paid for by her most recent husband.
She's gonna be smack in the middle of this lawsuit. It's like fate steps in, and there's no way I can escape her.
You know, I'm not qualified for this position.
Obviously, I disagree. You'll be brilliant.
Tell that to all the society snobs in Port Charles.
I won't have to when you show them the job you've done. You'll be terrific.
You really do believe in me, don't you?
I always have.
Crazy Carly, impulsive Carly, patronized, always, constantly being patronized, or Carly with the heart, but you can't take her seriously.
Carly, do not ever listen to the naysayers.
Easier said than done.
You know, from the first time I met you, you were strong, courageous, smart, and capable of anything you set your mind to.
I tell you what, I'll ignore the naysayers if you do.
Oh, you mean the ones who say I'm an amoral gangster trying to buy my way into respectability?
You are a wonderful, loving, generous man.
I wasn't always. Not before I met you. But you, my dear, you opened my heart. So I want to give you the chance to be whatever you want to be.
Right now, I just want to be.
Carly would have a problem with anyone Sonny was seeing.
Yeah, you're right, she would, but normally Carly's instincts are good, okay? And I have not trusted Rick since day one. I think Carly's right, something's going on with them.
Okay, Jason, listen, I saw Rick going into Reese's apartment last night.
Did you see Reese?
Yes. But you know what? They're law partners, so I think that's normal, right? They would
Thanks
be
for
meeting...
telling me. I'm gonna check that out.
All right, listen, Jason, if Reese is hiding something, Sonny does not want to know. Have you ever heard the expression, shoot the messenger?
Look, if Reese and Rick are lying, Sonny needs to know.
Murphy, you said you were gonna have this paperwork filed by lunch.
Well, I'm gonna need a few more hours. We just got an APB out on a dirty cop that shot the DA. Excuse me.
What was that about? It's a bad morning. The coffee is lousy and my mood, it's even worse.
Okay. What brings you to PCPD?
No, I just need to wrap up some loose ends about Elaine.
Okay, I'll get a file for you.
Wait, hey. What's going on with you?
Listen, that's not worth talking about.
Try me.
It's about money, okay? I'm gonna figure a way to work it out, all right? And I don't want a loan.
Oh, well, what is it? I mean, you having trouble covering the rent?
It's about a toy that Cameron really wants, and I told Elizabeth that we can't afford it.
Oh, you just bit Murphy's head off over it?
Yes, I did. No.
Okay, come on.
I've been saying I was gonna go along with this surrogate thing. Saying that I was okay with Elizabeth having Jax's baby.
Jackson, Courtney's baby, right?
Elizabeth is gonna be the biological mother. I don't even care how much Jax is paying. I've just been praying to God. This whole insemination thing doesn't work and Elizabeth isn't pregnant.
Hey. Jax, this is a surprise.
Yeah, Courtney would be here for this, but she's out of town.
Come in, please.
Thanks.
And Courtney would be here for what?
Your first payment for being our surrogate.
Jax, I don't even know if I'm pregnant yet.
Well, I got a pretty good feeling about that. And I know you can use the money, so.
Oh, that's really thoughtful of you, but I can't accept the money in advance.
Because it would upset Lucky, or?
Well, because it just isn't right. I mean, we had an agreement, and I intend to honor it, and when I do, believe me, I'll be more than happy to accept that check, but until then,
There's no way I can change your mind.
I was raised with a pretty strict code of ethics, and there's just not a whole lot of room for discussion.
I wouldn't dream of undermining your principles.
Well, thank you for understanding.
No, thank you. You know, Courtney and I, we couldn't have chosen a better person to bring our child into this world.
Jax, do you want a cup of coffee?
Sure, yeah, I'd love one.
Great, okay. I'll be right back.
Thanks. On second thoughts, I'll take a rain check.
You were arrested last night because you approached D.A. Durant to set up a meeting with Beaudry.
We know that Maxie was helping Jessie because she was hiding him in her hospital room.
Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know that.
Is Maxie with him?
Mom, we didn't even know Maxie was gone till now.
Oh, come on, you've got to do better than that, Georgie.
I swear, I don't know anything.
All right,
Maxie
okay,
didn't tell me.
Stop. The whole thing with Durant, that was my idea. Because Jesse said that he was on the run and he was framed and he didn't have anybody that he could trust. And he also said that he would call Maxie. So I tried to have a meeting with Durant set up by the time he did that.
So Beaudry and Maxie were in contact.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, supposedly, but I can't say for sure. Maxie said he would call her, so...
Beaudry is doing a number on Maxie. She thinks he's some kind of hero.
Please, if you have any idea where they are, you've got to tell us.
Mom, when Dylan and I were released, I came home and I went to bed. Honestly, I don't know what happened to Maxie.
Maxie isn't fully recovered yet. Do you understand if she doesn't have her medication that she could have a relapse?
I can see why a beautiful woman like you would carry around that kind of artillery for her own protection. But we don't mean to cause trouble.
Yeah, well, you're trespassing on my property.
Look, we thought the place was deserted.
Oh, so you break a window and move on in?
The truth is, we're broke. Look, we just need a place to stay. I'm really sorry about the window.
I might be able to accommodate you and your sister.
I'm his wife.
Oh.
I want an APB on my daughter, Maxie Jones. She's been missing since yesterday. I think she may have been kidnapped by Jesse Beaudry.
Look, Matt, I know Jesse hid out in Maxie's hospital room. Probably filled her head up with a whole bunch of garbage. I kind of know that.
Look, Maxie is generous and sympathetic, okay? Beaudry took advantage of her trusting nature.
You must be going through hell.
I just want my daughter back, safe and sound.
Look, Matt, maybe there's something you can remember. Is there any information you might be able to give me to help me find him? Hey.
Look, Maxie was protecting him, all right? She told me next to nothing. She could be anywhere by now.
Don't worry, we'll get him. We'll bring your daughter back home.
We met at the mall. It was love at first sight, but my dad's real overprotective and I knew he wouldn't approve, so I used to tell him that I was going to choir practice and then I would sneak off to meet Jimmy. But eventually my dad found out and he totally flipped, and then he got really sick and he died.
I left home a long time ago, so neither of us has a family except for each other.
And then we got married, but we didn't have enough money to buy rings, which is okay because all we need is love.
And a job.
As long as we're together, we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I was broken in love myself. Some of the best times of my life, and some of the worst. But that's for you two to find out.
So you'll let us stay here for a while?
I'll tell you what. You do some work on the property, I'll let you board here for free.
Thanks, Miss...
Just Jenna. You good with your hands?
The best.
I bet you are. I have a tractor out back that needs some attention, among other things. You can go into town and run a few errands for me. I'll go get my grocery list.
Jimmy?
You know, I thought I could have it all. I mean, thought I could have the brother and the nephews and the niece and the wife. Baby on the way. Stepdaughter was happily my niece.
Or not so happily.
Sonny and Alexis are never going to stop fighting over Christina.
So whose side are you on?
Both.
Coward.
No, you know what? Sonny may have a lot of faults, believe me. But he is a good father. He would do anything for his children. And Alexis she's a terrific mother. She just is concerned about Sonny's lifestyle and Christina's welfare. I mean, I get that, but she's just so controlling.
And Sonny isn't?
No, the more reason to stay out of it.
Yeah, is that possible? Come on.
You know what? Alexis was furious at me for standing up for Sonny in court. I mean, she looked at it as a betrayal. I mean, she accused me of not even looking out for Christina's welfare. That was what broke us up. I mean, or at least it was the final straw.
You know, Rick, I'm the last person in the world who should be giving marital advice. But if Alexis is so rigid, maybe you're just better off without her.
It's just one problem, you know.
You miss her.
Yeah. You know, we were outside of Durant's room, and we were arguing about the suit against the hospital. And all of a sudden, the baby kicked. She reached out, she took my hand, and she put it on her stomach. I felt this little foot kicking it.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, this is my family. This is what I want. Right here.
Dr. Ralston, please call extension 57.
Right in front of me.
Dr. Ralston, please call extension 57.
Hey, you know what? You're gonna find a way to make it work. With both Alexis and Sonny. You will.
Yeah, all I gotta do is respect Alexis's position with Christina and Sonny's position with Christina and make sure that I get out of the way.
Good luck, partner.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more than luck.
Elizabeth is getting pregnant with another guy's baby. It's only gonna get weirder as months go by.
And she's comfortable with that?
You know what she says on the right thing. Says that I do so much for her and Cameron.
Well, I mean, then I have to believe she means it, Lucky. I mean, you two are in this together.
Nicholas, we have money problems, okay, because of my medical bills. But it's Elizabeth who's paying our way out. You know what? Sometimes I just wish I should have taken that stolen money.
What stolen money?
I busted a low-level drug deal. The cash was just right there, so I took it. Elizabeth, she made me turn it back in.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't know that you were that desperate. You know, you could have just come to me, Lucky.
I can't.
Why not? What do you mean you can't? We're brothers. It's not like you're taking some random handout from a friend.
Hey, I know that you think that I should just suck up my pride and leave it at the door, but
no.
You know what? You've never been in this position, so there's no way you're gonna understand what I'm doing.
Look, I know what it's like to be a good husband, want to make your wife happy. I know what it's like to try and nothing works. I know that.
Yeah. Is Emily still seeing that therapist?
Yeah, and she's saying that it works, but you know, I want to be the one she trusts. I don't know. I just keep thinking that if I love her enough, that I can bring her back to the person she was.
Yeah, well, maybe you can be.
Nah, Lucky. Emily and I were going in opposite directions. We're all over the place. She's trying to make me happy. I'm pretending like we're the perfect couple, and it's just killing us.
Did something happen with Nicholas?
Yeah, I've been trying to act like things are back to normal, but all it does is push him even further away, Sam.
Well, did you talk to him about how you're feeling?
I couldn't.
Why? Because you're afraid it's gonna hurt him?
I thought if I made him happy, you know, things would work themselves out, that we'd get back to where we were before.
But he senses something's off, obviously.
No, he says he's got a lot on his mind, you know, because of work. He's rebuilding the cast iron businesses right now.
Well, that sounds complicated.
It's a way to avoid me. See, there's a wall between us. Sam, it's never been there before, and it's breaking my heart. I've got to find a way to make this right.
You have to be honest. Emily, it's the only way. I know that you're afraid that you're gonna hurt him and possibly even drive him further away, but I mean, you gotta take that risk.
We aren't just talking about me and Nicholas, are we? We're talking about you and Jason.
I need to talk to you about Reese, Carly.
Oh, no, just this once, honey. Okay.
I'll be upstairs.
Do you have anything that backs up your suspicions about Reese, or is this another?
Okay for you to come barging into my home anytime you want.
What? And it's okay for you to come slamming into mine for how many years now, Carly?
Okay,
Every day.
I know you said you hated it. Now I understand why. All right, and I'm gonna respect your privacy, and from now on I expect you to respect mine. And that includes being civil to Lorenzo.
Last week on Soapstar.
Welcome to Hollywood. You made it.
Our 12 finalists battled it out for the contract role on All My Children.
And I look in that room and see a lot of competition.
Sure, they had the bodies.
Have you ever had plastic surgery?
But did they have the acting chops?
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, please.
I just thought that was a mess.
When the judges spoke,
Jess did not nail it at all.
4 wannabes were sent packing.
I'm sorry, but you've been killed off.
Now, this week on Soapstar.
This is about hot sex.
Our finalists rehearse their explosive love scenes and get some TLC from GH's Rick Hurst.
You have to come into a scene with something.
And host Cameron Matheson brings in a sexpert.
There's no such thing as average sex in a soap opera.
Find out who sizzles.
Daddy likes that.
And who fizzles. Join host Cameron Matheson for I Want to Be a Soap Star. Catch an all-new episode Thursday at 11, right after General Hospital.
You have to stop acting like my marriage to Lorenzo doesn't count, like it's some kind of win.
This time Sonny pushed you past the limit, Carly. He took up with Reese. You married Alcazar because you know Sonny doesn't like him.
Okay, I feel safer now with Lorenzo than I ever did with Sonny. He believes in who I am, and he makes me believe in myself, and it feels great. And long overdue.
Okay, then why are you so worked up about Reese then?
Because she's lying to Sonny and everyone else.
How do you know for sure? What do you know about her, Carly?
I don't know. That's why I was trying to get into her apartment so if I can find some evidence.
Okay, has she said anything? Has she done anything to indicate that she has this big secret?
My instincts are telling me there's something just not right about her. I know you think this is about jealousy and vindictiveness, Jason, but it's not. I'm honestly doing this to protect Sonny.
Okay.
But it's not my job to protect Sonny anymore. I'm married to Lorenzo now. And, going after Reese is an insult to my husband. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm happy now, and I've got what I want. And if I have problems with Reese or anyone else, then I'll discuss them with my husband.
Fair enough.
Hey.
What on earth?
You said that you couldn't accept anything that wasn't part of the agreement, right?
Right?
Okay, well, it got me thinking. You're gonna be pregnant for the next 9 months, carrying mine and Courtney's baby, which will not only affect you and Lucky, it'll affect Cameron as well, so.
How did you know?
Oh, I ripped the page out of the catalog so that it was circled. I hope you don't mind.
Jax, I don't know about this.
Oh, hey, no, it's just a toy. It's our way of saying thank you. If it's inappropriate, I totally understand.
Let me go get my boy.
Great. Oh, someone's a little tired. Look, Cameron, we've got a surprise for you. Look at that.
Look, honey, it's a car. Oh, look. Thank you, Jax.
Who knew you were such a good liar?
Well, I was inspired. We need to stay here so you can bust the guy who framed you, and I figured Jenna was a sucker for a young couple in love.
Who met at the mall and had a special rendezvous while you were supposed to be at choir practice?
I got an A in creative writing.
Well, your story worked like a charm.
Let's hope our hostess forgets that you're really great with your hands, unless you feel compelled to remind her.
What I want is to clear my name.
Well, you're perfectly positioned to do that.
I'll be waiting here to ambush the dirty cop that shot the DA. This is dangerous. You can't be involved.
We've been through this already. I am involved.
So you are gonna get uninvolved. You're gonna walk into town and keep on going.
And what are you gonna tell Jenna?
I'll come up with some plausible story. Look, I can be pretty creative myself when I have to be.
Mm-hmm. And what if she doesn't buy it and she calls the cops?
She won't.
You can't take that chance.
And you can't take that chance with your health. You're a transplant patient. You had a serious heart problem.
Okay, and I brought my medication with me. I'm taking it like clockwork.
Too much can go wrong.
My cousin Jason gave me a new life with this heart. I doubt she'd want me to be sitting on the sidelines.
It's too stressful for you. What if
Stressful is me going home and thinking that I left you in major jeopardy. I am your cover story. You need me. I'm not going anywhere.
Don't worry. SoapNet's making your summer dreams come true with 6 classic episodes dedicated to the softer, sexier side of Jason Morgan.
Last night was the best.
See why everyone's chasing Jason. Saturday, July 9th, starting at 7 a.m. and again at 7 p.m. Only on SoapNet.
Hey, you're home early. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I came by to tell you I'd be out late searching for Maxie.
Say hi, Lucky.
That's the toy from the catalog.
Yeah, I know. Jack saw that I had circled it. So he bought it for Cameron. He thought it'd be a nice gift for him because, you know, we're all in this together.
Yeah, thanks, we can't keep it.
Lucky, I told you he loves this.
You know I don't want handouts from Jax.
Well, I am not going to throw his generosity back in his face.
I told you how Carly comes waltzing in here whenever she feels like it, demanding to see Jason, right?
With no consideration for the fact that this is your home, too.
And Jason is loyal to her. I get that. It's okay with me.
And she takes total advantage. You know, Jason shouldn't put up with it. You're the woman he loves.
So, Carly feels threatened. So she's cooked up this crazy vendetta against Sonny's new girlfriend. It's like she's trying to create a disaster.
I know, sure she is. Carly wants Jason to feel compelled to rescue her.
So Carly's been blasting Jason with like 1,000 different ways and reasons as to why Reese is dangerous. She even broke into her apartment to dig dirt up on her.
What, does Jason know?
Yeah. He's the one who caught her the first time. And then she had the nerve to go back a second time and knock her out. And Jason's still defending her. But my problem is Jason and Sonny. I mean, this is driving a wedge between the two of them. Sonny told Jason to leave Reese alone, so...
You know, Jason's loyal to Carly, but that doesn't mean that he trusts her judgment or automatically assumes that she's right. You know, he must have his own reasons for being suspicious of Reese.
Jason thinks that Rick and Reese are in bed together, so to speak. I mean, Sonny's defending Reese, you know, so even if Jason were to come up with proof that the two of them had something going on, I don't think he'd want to hear it.
Did you see Bobby Spencer the night of John Durant's surgery?
Yes, I did, in the nurse's locker room.
Were you coming or going at the time?
I was actually on a break. I was in there reading a magazine. It was Cosmo Girl, if that matters.
Did Bobby Spencer seem upset when you saw her?
Yeah, she was crying.
Did you hear the page when she got paged to OR?
Yes.
And was she still crying then?
Yeah, she was still pretty upset.
Okay. All right, thank you, Nurse Holland. You've been a big help. Thanks a lot.
Do you know if Emily Cassadine is working this evening?
Yes, she'll be here at 6.
Could I leave a message for her?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Emily Cassadine isn't on the witness list. You think there's something she can contribute to the case?
No, it's personal.
Oh.
You know what you deserve to know? Emily could bury us both.
Sometimes dreams do come true, even in Port Charles. Catch the week's worth of General Hospital.
I know you and Courtney want to have a baby and she's unable to carry one herself. So I would like to give you the baby you can't have.
Watch Monday through Friday's episodes Saturdays at 1. Only on SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.
Jason Morgan loves the ladies, and the ladies find him irresistible. Chasing Jason, Saturday, July 9th, starting at 7 a.m. and again at 7 p.m.
Picture me with...
Maybe we shouldn't have covered for Maxie.
Well, I think it's what she would want.
Dylan, what if she's in trouble? What if my mom's right and she forgot to take her meds? Her heart could fail.
She knows that. She's not gonna do anything stupid.
I did check the bathroom this morning to see if her medication was there, and it's gone. I hope to God that means she took it with her.
Well, there you go. If her medication is gone, then that is proof that she pretty much went with him voluntarily.
What if she made a huge mistake, Dylan? What if she went with him and then she figured out too late that he was lying, and now he's forcing her to go on the run with him? And what if she's scared? And what if she's in really big trouble?
Will you calm down, please? Don't spin out over this. That's the worst thing you can do right now.
Dylan, if that guy hurts Maxie, and we could have
He won't.
And you know this because?
Because I trust Maxie's instincts. I think that he's telling the truth, and he's innocent, and he was framed.
So, Boji's got you fooled, too.
Well, his story makes sense.
He's an undercover cop, for God's sake. Lying with conviction, that's part of the job.
I know, I realize that, but...
Look. Jesse has dishonored the badge by double-crossing the police, selling drugs, and attempting to kill an innocent man. Now, if either of you have any idea where he and Maxie have gone, you need to tell me right now. Or your sister may wind up dead.
I'll take those.
Oh, okay. Well, I got some snacks for Jimmy. I'll just take them out.
Really? Because these groceries are going into my kitchen, under lock and key for me to dole out as I see fit. Got it?
Got it.
Jason's always been my rock. I've always gone to him whenever I needed help or advice. And I just told him to leave because I'm with you now.
That means a lot to me.
Maybe I was, too abrupt. I just always feel like I see red that he assumes that he can snap his fingers and I'm gonna jump at his every command. I just feel like he doesn't respect that I have my own life now.
So you spoke your mind, asserted your independence. Good for you.
Then why do I feel so off balance?
Because it's been a long time since you stood on your own 2 feet.
You really think it's that simple?
You don't have to worry. You're not alone. You're stuck with me forever.
Emily saw me come out of your room the night that we slept together.
So we could have just been having a business meeting.
She overheard us talking. It was pretty obvious what was going on.
So what do we do now? How do we handle this?
I did my best at damage control. I told her that it was a one-time thing, and I asked her not to speak about it, and she agreed.
Well, then we're all right. I mean, she's very honest. She'll keep her word.
Look, Emily's loyal to Jason. And if she finds out that Jason is looking for proof that you've been lying all along, then she will tell him that we slept together. And he will go straight to Sunny.
Where's Sam?
She went to meet with Dr. Thomas, and I stuck around, Jace, because there's something that I need to tell you.
Yeah, what's up?
Sam and I were talking about Carly's obsession with Reese.
Yeah, Carly's, she's still suspicious, but she says she's just gonna let it go and move on. Hopefully.
I guess that's for the best.
Yeah, it is. But I just can't shake this feeling that Rick and Reese are up to something.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next General Hospital.
On the next General Hospital.
You know how I feel about Cherry.
Well, this isn't about you.
A cocktail gala to benefit the General Hospital Endowment Fund.
Forgot to invite Sunny and Jason.
Why does Jason hate me so much?
Dr. Thomas thinks I should sit in on one of your sessions.
He wants to see him alone.